Hey YouTube, this is Itchy, and I wanted to do just a quick update on a new event that occurred in Connecticut yesterday. It's not quite as serious as some of the other stuff that we've had come up over the last few days, but it is important nonetheless. And I also wanted to show you how you can check these reports yourself. The NRC website is a little bit difficult to navigate, so let me just show you real quick here. If you go in through Google, put in NRC Events, you want to go to Notification Reports. And then when you get to that page, you'll have all different years. Choose 2012, and then the latest. And there were a couple strange things that caught my eye. What's also included in these reports will be things like patients being given the wrong dose during tests with radioactive substances, like thallium stress tests and so forth. And there's details about the event. It's an environmental group, shutter, thickness gauge stuck open. What caught my eye though were a couple of things. Here's one at the Waterford Power Reactor in Louisiana. Here was a non-licensed employee supervisor had a confirmed positive test for alcohol during random testing. Even under the most ideal of circumstances, with these nuke plants, if they were up to date and the safety was all up to date, you still have the human element that can go wrong, and that's if people are under the influence of prescription or non-prescription drugs, including alcohol, while they're working. There was another incident. This was not at a reactor. This was at a uranium production facility called Honeywell International in Illinois, where an employee was admitted for treatment of a thermal burn on his neck from a steam line. I don't know if there was any kind of release of radiation, but it seems like if it was enough to burn an employee, that there may have been something that might have exposed the other employees at that plant at the very least. Harris reactor in North Carolina, potential degradation of technical support center. This actually has to do with monitoring of radiological conditions in an occupied area of an office. I don't know what's going on there, but here's the one that I really wanted to show you. And again, I'll keep this short because I know there's been a lot of this news recently. Millstone, Connecticut, main steam line pressure transmitters found inoperable. Now, of course, that doesn't sound very serious, but it says here in the event text, during maintenance performed on the main steam line pressure transmitter on both trains, the 1-minute time use EEQ seals were not replaced, rendering the transmitters inoperable. These transmitters initiate safety injection and main steam isolation functions in the event of a main steam line break. Since all transmitters were inoperable, this condition is being reported. The condition discovered on February 9th could have prevented fulfillment of the safety function to shut down the reactor and maintain it in a safe shutdown condition and mitigate the consequences of an accident. That's pretty serious, and this condition existed for about a week before it was found. So licensee notified the state of Connecticut, and let me show you real quick. Here's a Millstone power station, and on a map, this is where it's located, and the circle in red around it would be the area affected during a meltdown. And look how close this place is to New York City. That's actually not the closest reactor. Indian Point, Vermont Yankee, Pilgrim 1, and Oyster Creek are all in this area. So they say that the 10 miles, the dark circle here, would definitely need to be evacuated in the event of a meltdown, and the 50-mile radius would mean all food and water in this area would probably be contaminated as well. So, we avoided another problem, but just barely. And, check these reports every day. They're updated, and they don't always appear on here. Check resources like Any News. and fukushimafacts.com or my RadChick page, and I will post a direct link below. Here's a great story today. DC Bureau reports of a possibly new and weird kind of spider that thrives in a radioactive cooling pond. This is my worst nightmare because I hate spiders. But anyway, everybody have a good weekend, and I'll update you if anything else crazy goes on. So stay safe, everyone, and have a good weekend.